Welcome to your deep dive. Today, kind of a personal one for, well, anyone who uses the internet, really. We're diving into those attacks on the Internet Archive, the folks behind the Wayback Machine.
Right. And it's, this goes way beyond just a website going down for a bit. This whole situation brings up some big questions about the future of digital history, how fragile all this stuff online really is. Even hints of maybe, countries getting involved, trying to,
Control the narrative. Yeah, I saw that too. Okay, so right off the bat, just how bad was this? I mean, 30 million user records stolen, plus those DDoS attacks, trying to take the whole archive offline.
Yeah.
What does that even look like in practical terms?
So a DDoS attack, it's basically imagine a digital traffic jam, but instead of cars, it's millions of requests flooding the website servers, overloading them until, boom, they crash. Can't handle it.
And the archive was down for days.
Yeah,
right?
days. For researchers, students, anyone who needs access to a massive digital library, right? I mean, we're talking huge disruption.
Okay. I get that cyber attacks are sadly pretty common these days, but why should I, the average person, care about this one? What makes the Wayback Machine so special?
Okay, have you ever, been working on a project, need to find an old article or something, and the website's just gone? Poof.
Oh, yeah, totally. Frustrating.
Now imagine that frustration, but it's not just one website. It's research papers, government documents, news articles, whole chunks of internet history just gone, vanished. That's what's at stake here. The Internet Archive, it's basically a digital time capsule preserving, get this, over 866 billion web pages. And right now, super vulnerable.
Yeah, and this source I was reading mentioned hacktivists being behind it, which seems kind of vague, honestly. And then you've got these whispers of, like you were saying, governments maybe being involved.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other...
Oh, yeah. Whole other can of worms. Finding out the why behind these attacks, that's crucial. Hacktivists, they usually have a cause, right? Think of it as activism, but online, through hacking. But in this case, their motives, murky, unclear. And if it is state actors targeting the archive...
Trying to silence them, maybe?
Exactly. Trying to control the narrative, make information disappear, change history. That's a whole different level of concerning, especially when you think about the archive's whole mission, right? Open access to information.
Right. And it wasn't just the Internet Archive that got hit either. Another article I was looking at mentioned other libraries, museums, even the British Library got targeted. So this isn't just an isolated thing anymore.
Nope. And this is what's really worrying. It's knowledge itself is becoming, a target, a battleground. And the Internet Archive, we're talking a massive amount of data, text, images, audio, video, even old software. If an organization that big with their resources is struggling to protect all that, what does it mean for smaller places, universities, local archives, even personal blogs? The potential for information loss is huge.
It's a bit unsettling, honestly. Yeah. So what can we even do about it?
Well, awareness is a good first step, just knowing this is happening and talking about it. And supporting organizations like the Internet Archive. Did you know they're a nonprofit? They rely a lot on donations. But also, we need stronger cybersecurity measures across the board. And, each of us can do things too, right? Basic online hygiene, use strong passwords, different passwords for different accounts, and turn on that two-factor authentication wherever you can.
Yeah, good point.
It's almost think of it as protecting your own little piece of the internet.
It really makes you realize that the internet, for all its wonders, is way more fragile than we think,
For sure. And this deep dive, this is just scratching the surface. To really protect information, we need to understand these threats and, actually be proactive.
It's almost I know this might sound a little out there, but if someone did want to control history, wouldn't targeting a place like the Internet Archive, this huge library of everything, be the place to start? Makes you think.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does.